in the time of when Jackie Leiberg came to 4th grade and Miss Harrison was the teacher. The Ronald Reagan era was over, being the U.S. president, an actor, former actor, in Hollywood, I believe, or whatever, the silver screen. The Russian club that they started, they asked if anybody would be interested in learning Russian, which, of course, we all had to fill out permission slips from our parents, whatever. And they said that they would bus us home. So we went after school. I think it only honestly met once to see if there was enough funding in the district in order to set it up. That's where we started the, it was like 1 or 2 times, I don't know, it was short-lived, let's put it that way. I gave, that's where we established, I believe, the Penpals. The woman with the dark hair that came in, she was, they were trying to teach us the alphabet. They wanted to hear us repeat it because I guess they wanted to hear linguistically. There's a dexterity to your accent when you try to speech patterns. So I think she wanted to try to see where, as the lingual specialist in all of a 9-time zone, Russia or Europe, I might be working with. So then she had a list of names that she went through, and she said, I have to think. She says, I'm not familiar with Nicole. She says, do you know what your Latin or your Greek version of your name is? And I said, yeah, it's Victory, right? So Victory, I think actually she found that out from somebody else who had lists. And she said, if I ask you, do you prefer the name Anastasia? Because there's no exact Russian translation for Nicole. She said, would you prefer Anastasia? Or, she says, any other names you can think of? And I said, I have no idea what a usual name would be over, in Russia. So she said, what about Svetlana? I said, I like that. I said, I don't know how to spell it. I said, but that sounds, I like that. I said, it's really like between the two, yeah, So, but honestly, when I really thought about it, I was having a problem with the name Anastasia. It goes back to some tie-in with a name Stacy, which is S-T-A-C-E-Y. I don't know why the tie-in between Anastasia and Stacy is a problem. I can only imagine it's Fountain of Wayne and how Nicole got to be a qualitative Korean name, because Nickel, for some reason, that's what Jenny in Bayside, the Korean Jenny that showed up next door, her mom used to call me Nickel all the time, N-I-C-K-E-L, rather than Nicole. I just assumed that she couldn't speak well. I assumed she couldn't speak English well. I didn't take it as a disrespect, not that I really cared. I didn't really particularly care for any of them. Still don't. And the Church of the Korean Presbyterian. You ever spell the word Presbyterian? It's press, B, and then it's tyranny. Why would you assholes allow anything that has a facial disfigurement that's Korean or Chinese or any form of Mongoloid look than look right to regular old typical white Russia, Belarus, or America? Anybody ever ask yourself why they all congregate in the Christian version of press B tyranny? That's the way we Latinized their form of Christianity, being that they're actually against Mary land, trying to make land fall. And oh my god, look at that, after the fucking Korean War, where you put an American army base over there, or naval base, or whatever the fuck you call yourselves, in United Skins, I fucking told you, you're my red, white, and blue. I'm your only fucking savior in all area religions and intel. You're not allowed to put a Mongoloid base anywhere over there, because then they're going to put themselves in uniforms, they're going to chigger their way into your boot camps, they're going to go on missions with you, they're going to put other people on machines in other area until that you're not even aware of, based on whatever your thing is that you do. And then they're going to ask to be stationed in Continental 50 postage stamps purposely to have children, and then have them wake up and be Continental Americans. Like, guess what, everybody? Here's your new neighbor I know you didn't want, but we're here anyway. We're the Presbyterians. I saw you guys didn't like tyranny. So why the fuck did you let them in all area of operations? I'm just fucking curious. All area stupid. Yeah, so anyway, so in military files I have a Svetlana to everybody that I love, including my Nazi Germanys, not the Yahtzee Nazi sitting in the fucking London Heathrow gigantic problem of Elizabeth and Elizabethan, since she supports 100% Mongoloid ID and 0% white non-Mongoloid ID, so I'm her entire Irish, Scottish, I think it's Welsh, or is it Wales? I always get you wrong and I'm sorry. But English, we'll put English, people that are non-facially disfigured. Yeah, I'm your all-area specialist to protect you. I'm your one savior. It would not be Elizabeth. Elizabeth is the one that sold you all out health-wise and family-wise for terracotta army of the facially disfigured, and that would protect her and her lie that she's actually the bloodline of Christ and she's sitting on a queen's whatever that she didn't earn, not allowed to have, and she's leading the whole world dangerously and falsely.